Here's Linda sharing God's heart.
Hello, everyone. I am so thankful that you are looking into the scriptures with us, this second episode that covers an act of faith concerning Moses' life.
By faith Moses, when he was grown, refused to be called the son of Pharaoh's daughter. He chose to suffer oppression with God's people rather than to experience the fleeting enjoyment of sin. He valued disgrace for Christ above the treasures of Egypt, for he was looking ahead to his reward.
Moses had a remarkable upbringing. After his parents Amram and Jochebed hid him in their home for the first 3 months of his life, the Lord brought it about that Pharaoh's daughter would find him floating in a basket whilst she was bathing in the river Nile. God also filled her heart with compassion because the child wept when she opened the basket that his mother had placed him in.
Her act of pity on the baby gave Miriam, his older sister, the opportunity to arrange that Moses' mother would nurse him herself for the customary period of approximately 3 years. It had been agreed upon that once she had weaned him, Jochebed would bring Moses to Pharaoh's daughter, who
Took him away and brought him up as her own son. And Moses was learned in all the wisdom of the Egyptians, and was mighty in words and deeds.
Jochebed reveled in the privilege of being able to nurse Moses, and therefore the whole family could keep the traditions that had been passed down through the ages. These customs instilled values and a shared sense of identity and belonging. Even though he was very young when he was adopted into Pharaoh's house, the memory of his family traditions was not forgotten. And at the age of 40, God ignited the belief that was instilled into him in his early childhood and drew his attention to the suffering of his Hebrew brethren. When he visited them, he really saw them and tried to connect with them. His eyes were opened, and by faith, Moses chose to turn his back on his Egyptian adoption.
In so doing, he decided to identify with the mistreatment of his brethren, the Hebrew slaves, and reject the fleeting luxury of Egyptian royalty. Through the Lord's eyes, Moses saw how futile the wisdom and pomp and ceremony and mighty words and deeds of Egypt were. It was also clear to Moses it was only by faith in God that he would have the courage and strength to reject his worldly privilege of royalty because it conflicted with his ingrained allegiance to who he really was and what he experienced in his early childhood.
And I believe God's heart for us is,
My dearest child, you know that I saw the end from the beginning of Moses' life. I needed him to be born and to live, so that he would lead my firstborn children of Israel out of Egypt after they were subjected to 4 centuries of sorrow, fear, and hard bondage. They left Egypt precisely on the day I predicted they would. Just as I had a specific plan for Moses in the deliverance of the Israelites from Egypt, so I have very specific plans for you too. As you trust and obey me, these plans are coming to pass. I love you, dear child.